Hello everybody, my name is Alan Seri and I am the owner of the Saved by Grace Ministries, and I'm making a video series called Evangelism Made Easy. A lot of Christians are asking, how can they really share their faith? Well, there are many ways on how to share your faith, and there are some creative ways I've seen over the years, but one of the most effective to share the faith that I've seen is the use of Gospel Tracts. And a lot of Christians shudder as they hand out tracts to other people. So I'm going to list some tracts, will be good, and probably give some examples on how to hand these out. And first off is my most favorite track is the $1 bill. These are the easiest tracks, at least to my experience, the easiest tracks to pass out. Right on it says $20 on the front, right on the back. It has it starts out with the law, the 10 Commandments, and on the other side it talks about the gospel. So you have the law, then you have the gospel. The law, it tells the person how they offended Christ, how they offended God. And the gospel is how they can get right with God. That's the whole point of a gospel tract, to show their sins and their need for a Savior. The $20 bills are very good to pass out. Also, we got, here's also another one of mine. It's called World War II Intelligence Test. There's 4 questions, and they are related to the 180 movie. If you haven't seen 180 movie, go to 180movie.com, I think it is. Yeah, 180movie.com. The 180 is all numbers. Oh, I will post a link to that site in my description box on YouTube. But right on the back, it has also the law and the gospel as well. But this is actually a very good way to open up for conversation. Now we got also 180 business cards as well, and I will be showing how to hand these out as well in just a few minutes. We also have a CD. I also have a CD. It's called Hell's Best Kept Secrets, and these are actually pretty easy to pass out. You just go up. Well, I want to tell you the method on how to pass these out, but people love free gifts, whether they be literature or CDs, DVDs, anything in that nature. And if you have let's say there's a friend of yours, and you've been listening to for a little while, and he said that he will get right with the Lord when he gets around to it. But now he doesn't have any excuse because he's around to it. And you also, just like the other tracks, the law and the gospel. And people do like money. And this one is a good way to leave it like in the restrooms or in a public place. It actually looked like a wallet with a few 50s hanging outside, and right inside of it, it actually got like a couple of credit cards and social security card and everything. But I even got an ID in there. But if you open it further, it has some questions in it. It actually got 10 questions, and it also covers the law and covers the gospel as well. These are actually a great way to leave it around someplace. And if you go into a restaurant and of course allowed to leave tips, here's a good one for you. It doesn't have to necessarily be a restaurant. Pay when you send a bill in, when you pay a bill, when you send the money in. This is actually a good way. It's called a gift for you, and it says money within when you open it, and it will cover the law and of course the gospel. This is actually a really good tool, how to hand out money. And of course, when you do open air sermons, that we're going to start be talking about in later episodes. Maybe I should say, maybe call these episodes, but later episodes, I will show you how to really go, how to be a open air pastor, learn how to give open air sermons, open air preaching. I'm going to show you some techniques and some examples on that. But one thing is, when you do like trivia on open air sermons, you can just put money inside of it, and when they get the let's say the answer was correct or incorrect, you can just put, let's say, like $1 bill or $5 bill inside of here, and then just hand it out. That way they will have the money, but it also, like I said, covers the law and the gospel. So you actually will be giving the gospel to them, to that, just to leave them off by. Now we also got some type of tracts that is very interesting. It's test your reading skills, and right on the back of it you could see that almost each and every word on the back, you can still read it, even though the all of the letters in the word, except for the first and the last, are scrambled. And like almost all my tracts that I pass out got the law and the gospel. These are just eye tensioners or eye grabbers, maybe you would say. It will pick up their interest in getting something like this. Here's also another one. This is actually a very funny one. If at first you don't succeed, don't try skydiving. And this is 101 of the world's funniest one-liners. And it, like it says, it has 101 one-liners. Let's look at one. Well, I just read that one. If you don't first succeed, try skydiving. There's another one. It just basically, a lot of people just wrote these ones. Like, stop repeat offenders, don't re-elect them. But anyways, right inside of this, it's like the between the 32 and 33 is the editorial, and right there has the whole gospel right embedded in this track. So they really want to read this track, they will probably read that editorial right embedded right in the track. Also, here's another good way, another to hand out, is the 10 Commandments on a penny. And I'm going to show you how to hand these out. And these are actually pretty good way to open conversations. And we have a larger one. And that's the 10 Commandment coin. And it has the 10 Commandments right on the front of it. And on the back of it, it has the law and the gospel. And of course, it had the 180 DVDs. I don't have any right now, but had the 180 DVDs to pass out. Also have a book here also to pass out that's really good. It's called What Hollywood Believes. And basically, it got a lot of the beliefs what celebrities believe. And it also got believe about God, heaven, life in general. And also has the law and the gospel right in here. I think it has a lot of places. So this is actually a good one to pass out. So that's basically all that I have right now. I need to order a lot more tracks. And maybe I'm making an addition to this episode. But right now, I'm going to show you on how to pass these out. And starting with is my most favorite, is the $20 bills. Now, when you walk up to a stranger, I am really, everybody has their methods on passing out tracts. Here's one of my favorite methods. I will walk up to a stranger and I said, "Did you get your $1 trillion for today?" And I would say probably more than half actually takes one of these. Now, let's see, with the 180 business cards. You go up to a stranger, and like I said, I'm going to probably go show more examples as this. I'm going to go to Lancaster this afternoon. I'm going to be doing open air preaching, and I'm hoping to catch my sermon on video and show for everyone to see. But okay, let's say these 180 business cards. I will go up to somebody and said, "Did you see the latest hot movie?" Well, maybe I should say latest hot movie, because there's not just 180 out. There's a movie called Genius the Movie. And that is almost like an addition to 180. The 180 talks about the Holocaust and about the what do you call it? The modern day Holocaust that is happening in the world, and especially America today. Now when I walk up to somebody, I say, "Did you check out this movie yet?" It was the hottest movie on the internet. 1 million views in 22 days. Now there's also another one that's coming out, and I can't wait to see it. It's called Evolution versus God. And I am really excited to look forward to seeing that. But as I said about this gift for you, like I said, put money in here. When you leave a tip, try to put extra in here. And whatever you do not do this. Put a $1 bill in here and close it. If you want, I think this is all what they need. I don't think they need I think this would be almost a repeat of this. Put money in here And do not substitute the $1 trillion bill for actual money. I think that is almost a bad example of being a witness for Christ. But when you give somebody a tip, it will be very much of a blessing. You will give extra. It says we need to go the extra mile, and I think that we should actually put extra in here. Whether the service was good or poor, put extra in here, and then leave them with the gospel. Okay, we got about the Ten Commandment coin. Now, when you go up to somebody, you would say, have you received? Let's see, how would you say, did you get one of these yet? And they said, no, what is it? Go like the Ten Commandments. How many did you kept, or how many did you break? And then go right to the law and right to the gospel on it. That can be the same thing with the penny, the flattened penny. Except for the only differences between that and this, the penny doesn't have the gospel on the back of it. It only has the law, and this has both the law and the gospel. I would probably suggest, for the penny at least, use this as a conversation starters. I mean, if you feel led to this, you can pass these out. Just, give it to people on the street if you feel led to it. But I think these are more conversation starters. Have you kept the Ten Commandments? Go right down through the Ten Commandments. Then share the gospel with them. And then leave this with them. So, yeah, that's basically all I have for this episode. So, I'm probably going to do a little bit more. I'm going to order more tracks. And in a later episode, I'm probably going to make an addition to this episode. So, have a nice day. God bless. And be inspired to go and preach the gospel to every creature as we are commanded to.